ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Let's Play of Clue, or also known as Cluedo if you're from the UK. In today's Let's Play video, this is going to be the last DLC crime scene for the time being. It is called the Blackadder Resort, and it features a new victim called Mr. Callan Coral. And it also features two new suspects, which is Hyacinth, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, and Agent Gray. Now, I attempt to record this video, but because I'm low of storage, I have to try to carefully do what I can here. The last time I record this, I failed, and it wasted my time and my recording for doing this. Nevertheless, I got to win this. As you can tell, these suspects are dressed in their finest outfits for the Blackadder Resort. Right now, I can only go to the utility room, but I don't know what the weapon is, which is very important. So let's go ahead and guess whatever I could. And of course, the utility room isn't the room where it all happened. Now, I may have to stop recording very short, technically because I only have a bit of lower storage of the laptop. Miss White did not make it to the room, so now it's Hyacinth's turn. I think that's how it's spelled. Not spelled, I think that's her name. Because it's not Hatchet. She also did not make it to the room, so Agent Gray is up next. Let's see, it's a 4 for him, and he is... well, he did not make it to the room. But now it's Green's turn, and I think he probably will make it to one of the rooms. Because he rolls a 6, and it's going to be... wait for it. The observation. And he thinks it's V with this weapon. However, I have the observation deck, but it's unclear what Miss Peacock or Society Peacock has. But I do know this. I have to win this just to finish this video, so I won't have to worry about it until the next DLC, which I believe it's just a suspect and not a crime scene itself. What I love about certain crime scenes on digital games is that each suspect is wearing their outfits and all that stuff. So, yeah. Let's not delay any further. So right now it's my turn. And I'm going to stay on the observation deck, because I need to know if this fish line is the murder weapon. And this confirms it. It is the murder weapon. So now I just gotta figure out who and where. Alright, so let's get back to business here. And by business I meant finishing up this game. So, I now know that the fishing line is the weapon that is used against poor Mr. Callan Cole. Now we just gotta figure out who and which room did they, you know. So I know two things. The utility room is not where it all happened, and I also know that the fishing line is one of the weapons that the murder uses against Mr. Talon Core, which I already said that, but I just like to repeat it again just to, like, retrace my steps. I got Miss Peacock, but I don't know what Agent Gray has. It's very important to find out which is which right now. So I only have two things to worry about. But the problem is that it takes a little bit longer for the AI computer to figure things out. Okay, so Miss White, I'm gonna call her Miss White from now on, only has one of these cards, or one of the three cards. I don't remember what I'm trying to say, but somewhere along these lines, it's gotta be one of them. We're at the... no. Mr. Green is at the lifeguard accusing. And right now, he accuses himself, for whatever reason. She might have Mr. Green, but I'm not sure. Next up, we have Society Peacock, which I prefer to call her Miss Peacock or Mrs. Peacock, because, you know, it sounds fitting. She's accusing the agent with the hammer. And this is where it gets really confusing, because I don't know exactly what weapon, even though I'm not worried about the weapon right now. My main concern is who, and, you know, I am going to remain in the observation deck because I think my main focus is the suspect. Let's see. Let's try Agent Gray with this weapon. Alright, so that's a good thing. So now I know that Agent Gray was the one who murdered Mr. Talon Ford with the fish line. Alright, so all that's left is the room. And then I would be finished with this game for the time being. Sorry about that. I gotta make sure that my dog is, you know. Okay, so I got Peacock. I don't know if Agent Gray has one of the two. I gotta make sure that my dog gets the water. And if you hear my dog sneezing, I apologize. It's just beyond her control. Age where, you know, I cannot say it because it's disheartening in my opinion. But you all know what happens in someone reaches a certain age where they're almost reaching to a point of, you know, heading towards the upper room, if you know what I mean. I don't like to say it because it's very personal to me. I apologize for that. She already ate her food early and all that stuff. And unfortunately, she cannot do long walks anymore because, you know, she's having some arthritis issues. When you have a senior dog, sometimes when they reach the senior age, they get arthritis and you have to take them to short amount of walks, which I can only do 5 times for a day. For some odd reason, I'm now in this room. But it does not matter because I was planning to figure out which room anyways. I need to figure out who did it, with what weapon. Oh! Well, I don't have to wait any longer. I don't have to wait any longer. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the moment of truth. Time for me to make my accusation. I hope it's correct. Agent Gray is the one who ended Mr. Callan Coral with a fish line, and it is at the botanical spa. Cross your fingers. Yes. Yes. Yes! And in case you're wondering who I'm playing as very sensitive in this DLC crime scene. So, that is it for today's Let's Play of Clue, or Cluedo if you're from the UK. But keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, even though this is going to be the end of this Let's Play series, that doesn't mean it is the end entirely, since there's probably going to be another DLC. However, the DLC that we're getting for now is just suspects and no crime scenes included right now. So, that's going to be the end of it for the time being. But I will have to collect some piece of info because it will uncover some clues along the way. And because we have two characters such as Analyst Hyacinth and Agent Gray, it's going to take a long time for me to do that. But hey, I'm not worried. I'm just happy that I'm finishing with this one for the time being. But thank you all for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to others, and have a blissful, wonderful day. And also, this is a bit of a celebration because I have managed to reach 1,000 subscribers, even though there are some subscribers that will unsubscribe to my channel, which is the Miss Sensational Gaming channel, but that's alright because I'm not giving up hope. Because as far as I'm concerned, I achieved this goal. So anyways, that is it, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing.